Good evening from Lagos, everyone. I am Nifemi Oguntoye, and this is Beyond 100 Days. We're back in Rivers State. The dramatic turn of events continue to unfold. Governor Siminalayi Fubara has now sworn in caretaker committees for the 23 councils. He says his administration would not allow the tenure elongation bid to succeed.
Chairmen of caretaker committees converged on the executive chamber of the government house in Port Harcourt to be sworn in immediately after their screening by the Oko-Jumbo-led House of Assembly. They are taking over the mantle of local government leadership under controversial circumstances. With the expiration of the 3-year tenure of the council chairman, Governor Fubara says he is sworn to protect the 1999 Constitution.
We will not allow a wrong precedent to be created in this country. It is not about Rivers State, it's not about Fubara. But if in any way this attempt of tenure elongation succeeds in Rivers State, it becomes a norm in Nigeria. So we have taken it upon ourselves to say, not within our own watch, that it will not happen, because it is completely alien to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So for those people,
Governor Fubara describes the resistance to setting up caretaker committees as an attempt to blackmail his government. But he assured that local government elections would be conducted soon.
We have more than 85% of the states in Nigeria that are being run by caretaker. Ours is different. You have your tenure. You have completed your tenure. It is proper. You let go. And life doesn't create vacuum. If you're not there again, doesn't mean, if your tenure has expired, doesn't mean I should say because I want to please you, I will allow you. No, it doesn't happen anywhere. People must take over, manage the affair, and elections be conducted.
Governor Fubara also gave the Auditor General of the state 1 month to probe the local government accounts for the last 3 years.
Meanwhile, the All Progressives Congress is calling for a state of emergency in Rivers State to forestall a total breakdown of law and order. The party says the setting up of caretaker committees to run local governments and other recent developments have set the tone for violence.
We are in trouble in the state. We are in a state of war. And because the governor does not listen to counsel, even the counsel of Mr. President, APC Rivers State that I represent today is demanding for a state of emergency in Rivers State. It is the way out so that you and I will live in peace. And I have said so because it will be too late to cry when the head is off. The reasons for war, full-blown, the indices of war, full-blown, are palpable, they are clear. So the federal government should do what they should do to ensure that this anarchical situation in Rivers State does not degenerate to a situation where we will be seeing fire everywhere.
Precisely why is the APC in Rivers State calling for a state of emergency? I'm joined on the program by Publicity Secretary of the APC Caretaker Committee, Chibuike Ikenga. He joins us via Zoom. Also scheduled to join us is a loyalist to Governor Fubara and political affairs analyst Marvin Yobana. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the program this evening. Let's begin with Mr. Ikenga. The Rivers State Police Commissioner yesterday ordered officers to take over the 23 local government area secretariats following the breakdown of law and order. Isn't the expectation is such that these police officers will now provide security to the caretaker committee members that have been appointed by Mr. Governor? What are your party's concerns You don't believe in the capacity of the police?
Okay, thank you for having me. You know what's been happening in Rivers State in the past immediate 2 days are things that call for concern. And you would have heard our state chairman, Chief Tony Okocha, asking that state of emergency be called for Rivers State to preserve the unity, progress, and peace of the state, which have become shattered by the activities, particularly the actions of the Governor Fubara and his party, the PDP. You will know that the governor's actions are not only contentious against the Court of Appeal, you will also agree with me that there is an upsurge in violence in Rivers State, wherein the talks of the People's Democratic Party have been brought from all over the world to destabilize the state. And you know that the raising deter of any government is security of lives and property. And as we speak today in Rivers State, we're in jeopardy, we're in trouble. We need a more superior firepower from even the Navy, from the Army, because it has overwhelmed the police officers. You're also aware that a police officer was shot dead yesterday and one other person. And the institution of the Caretaker Committee will also exacerbate the security challenges we have in Rivers State. So I do not think that the police alone can handle this matter because it's full-blown, where militants, thugs, those who are loyal to the governor have been brought into this.
Mr. Ikenga, the uprising yesterday was what informed the police decision to take over the secretariat. So are you saying the security situation is yet to improve?
Well, it has not improved because today, if the thugs who came in from wherever they came in yesterday to intimidate people by besieging the council headquarters within the state, and today the governor had contemptuously gone ahead to swear in Caretaker Committee chairmen or members, which of course will increase the level of insecurity as the disagreement continues within their ranks as People's Democratic Party-led government.
So you have called them thugs, but others have said those are just Rivers State youths who felt it is time to take back power from the establishment. Some have said, for instance, what is playing out is the fight for control of the political structure in Rivers State, and that with the resignation of commissioners loyal to the FCT minister, now the appointment of new caretaker committee loyal to Governor Fubara, he may now have consolidated his powers as political leader in Rivers State. That really must bother the APC.
Well, when people carry clubs, knives, and guns, they are no longer citizens of Rivers State. They are clearly armed men, thugs. We have responsible citizens across the state who know what democracy is about and who know how to take charge of government. And taking charge of government and control of government is through electioneering process. And those processes are not in place, particularly at the local government level, to usher in democratically elected members of the council. What we have today is the result of the PDP and the governor to self-help by taking decisions that are against the prescriptions of the Constitution, particularly local government caretaker committees, which have been clearly stated as an aberration to democratic governance. So these are some of the issues, not those who wield guns unofficially without permit, those who carry clubs are not responsible citizens of Rivers State. We have citizens of Rivers State who are highly, very responsible, who are also partisan and non-partisan. But those who carry clubs, knives, and guns are thugs and armed men and criminals.
What I'm saying is that, is there a sense to which your party, the APC in Rivers State, is feeling threatened by the fact that the power structure is moving away from the FCT minister to Mr. Governor?
The FCT minister is not in the APC, but the FCT minister is a minister under APC government. There are disagreements in the PDP. As APC, our concern is about heightened insecurity in Rivers State. People's lives and properties are now in jeopardy, and we are calling on security agencies as well as the commander-in-chief to ensure that necessary security positions are taken to forestall further breakdown of law and order. That's why we are very concerned, because we are, as a party, we are concerned about the lives of our citizens.
The governor met with critical security stakeholders yesterday. The police is also speaking tough that it's on top of the situation. It does look like every other stakeholder within the security architecture in Rivers State sounds more confident than you are. So what the other people are saying is the APC crying more than the bereaved if the governor, the executive governor of the state, feels that it can provide security? The police and other security architectures are also saying they're actually on top of the situation.
Okay, let me further inform you that early hours of this morning, some talks from armed men overran the police in the Harcourt local government and seized the council premises. So what does that tell you? And they're doing so in so many other local governments. You have the video clips, you can see them. And that's what is going on. That's our concern. We are worried about this state of insecurity, which will retard development and discourage investors in our state. And then also go to create more crisis for this for the citizens of the state who may not be going about their businesses with ease. That's why we are concerned as a party. That's why we're very concerned as a party.
Let's take a short break, Mr. Ikenga, and we'll be right back with more. Stay with us, everyone.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu do solemnly swear
Joined on the show this evening by the APC Publicity Secretary in Rivers State, Chibuike Ikenga. Mr. Ikenga, thank you for staying the course on the program. We'll get back to the situation in Rivers following the expiration of tenure for the 23 local government chairmen shortly. The Court of Appeal, however, we understand has fixed tomorrow for the hearing of the appeal by Martin Amewule and others in a request to get back their seats at the State House of Assembly. The shocking revelation, however, is the fact that they are saying they did not decamp to the APC. As Publicity Secretary of the party, you must be shocked as well.
Well, I believe in the rule of law. I am not shocked by anything that has aligned with the prescriptions of the Constitution. I will be happy to go with it. Now, if members of the House of Assembly have identified, have signaled interest in joining a party or like the policies and programs of a party, and they are taking to court that they have left their party from where the mandate was sought, and then even if they have even said they want to join Party A, for instance, they decided to join APC, and they did not go through the due processes of being members of the APC, and the court voids their claim of membership. So be it. That is what the law says.
Was it about an intention to join, or they actually joined? I recall that the chairman of your party's Caretaker Committee said on national TV that he was going to instruct their members to impeach Mr. Governor. How come he was referring to them as members of the APC, and you're saying they didn't join your party?
No, I didn't tell you they didn't join. I said if they have signaled an intention to joining our party, and has not gone through the processes of joining the party, and they are taken to court for flouting the constitution by taking their mandate from Party A to the APC. And then the court finds that the necessary procedures for membership have not been complied with and voided that claimed membership. That is what it is. That's what the law says.
So are you saying that they have not officially joined the APC in Rivers State?
APC membership is conferred on you through party membership registration. Now, being members of the PDP who won an election and got the mandate through the PDP, indicating interest to joining the APC, they will first resign their membership of the PDP. And when they do so, they now go to the ward where they come from and apply for membership of the APC. And when that is done, they are registered as members of the APC. And from there, they become members of the APC with their names in the register of membership. And if it is not there, then they are not members, or they have not concluded the process of becoming members.
So you're saying their names are not in that register as we speak?
No, their names are not in the APC register as we speak.
But does the APC feel slighted that, at slight provocation, or rather at the moment where their membership was being contested, they just completely denied ever joining your party?
Well, I have not heard from them. They didn't take themselves to the court. People took them to the court. And those people were asked to make provision of the membership register, membership card of their new party. And they were able to do so. So if the party felt that because they have not properly gone through the processes of registration and voids that their claim of membership of a party, that is the position of the law until it is reversed by the court, the Superior Court.
So the reason why you're calling for a state of emergency in Rivers State, according to the chairman who spoke earlier, is because of the Caretaker Committee that has just been appointed and the impending violence in Rivers. If my count is right, Mr. Fubara's, or rather Governor Fubara's decision would make it number 18 across the Federation, states that have gone that route, including some APC states. What's so different in what he has done when you consider that that's what is obtainable in other places as well?
Okay, so the fact that unconstitutional procedures and processes are taking places in different states across the country makes them constitutional. The answer is no. One activity that is unconstitutional in any state, it is nothing other than being unconstitutional. And therefore, the fact that Governor Fubara has just sworn in Caretaker Committee members, which of course is an aberration to the Constitution, agree that 20 or 30 states of the APC are doing so. Those actions are highly unconstitutional. And what we are against is that let elections be conducted and democratically elected persons take over from those who have been elected. That's our concern. And again, our concern why we're worried about the happenings in Rivers State is insecurity.
The other option,
insecurity of lives and property.
The other option to what the governor had done is what the former chairman are calling a 6-month elongation. But you and I know that the constitutionality of the Martin Amawule led House of Assembly is now being contested at the Court of Appeal. What do you think he could have done differently?
Well, I think that what the governor would have done was he was aware that the tenure of the local government caretaker, local government elected chairman will be ending on the 17th of June. The governor had 1 full year and never prepared for elections to replacing them. Rather, the governor pre-planned to put in caretaker committees, which of course we feel is undemocratic. It's unnecessary. It does not help in democratic participation, at least at the grassroots level. These are some of our challenges. The governor would have instituted election processes to midwifing the local government election, and that would have completely vitiated whatever actions that the Martin Amewule-led House Assembly took to elongating the tenure. Because their reason for doing so was that since it became very clear that the River State government and governor, they are unable to do the election. So, because democracy and vacuum is not guaranteed by our constitution, it was necessary that since those people were already elected, they could serve for another 6 months, within which period the state governor and his party would have prepared for election, conducted election, and sworn in new members. That's what led to that. So had the governor conducted the elections, there would have been no need for the extension of tenure.
Well, you heard the governor say that his tenure actually didn't start until about 6 months ago. We're all aware about the political crisis in Rivers State. And you agree as a politician yourself that the political climate wasn't right for him to conduct an election, except he was going to give it away to the other party. Is that something you consider to be true?
Also, did the governor plan to take all the elections, all it undemocratically? Elections are for contestations. So the fact that he wants his party to win everything and his party is not ready, he will not do the election, he won't hold the election, he will keep it until such a time that he has put everything on ground to rigging the election. It's not right. But what I'm saying is that the governor had been there for the past 1 year, saying that he took over the last 2 or 3 months. It's most unfortunate. Governor Makinde has just finished his election, and so many other governors who are 1 year in office, they have all done their elections. So what stopped him from doing his election? Talking about distractions on the governor. Governor had said severally that no action of ours or his are distracting him, that is on course. But a cursory look at all the things that are happening in Rivers State, you know that the governor became distracted by his own actions himself, became distracted by taking a war against the House Assembly, taking a war against the local government chairman, and then disagreeing with his benefactor, the FCT minister, and then channeling his resources and efforts and energies towards an unconstitutional and a waste of resources through Thanksgiving services that he had in the 23 local government areas.
Mr. Ikenga, some have said that the onus now lies on the former chairman to stay away from the secretariat and seek redress in court to allow for peace. Is that a sacrifice too much to make for the peace that the APC is concerned about?
These issues are all sub judice. All these issues as to whether the extension of tenure is guaranteed, as to whether the Rivers State House Assembly members are still in the APC or not, or are still in the PDP or not, as to whether the laws made by the Rivers State House Assembly, whether those laws are enforceable. All these are all before the court. So if you had asked us what we recommended to the state government and all the actors was that everyone should stay action. Since Court of Appeal had already said that status quo be maintained, let everyone not take any position that will encourage hostilities against opponents. And finally, not to take actions that would destroy the rest. That's what they would have done. They would have waited for the courts to take decisions. Because once there is a disagreement between the legislature and the executive, you find out that the judiciary will adjudicate and make peace and bring everybody on board. But unfortunately, they have become very desperate. I don't know what reasons why they're doing so, but that's what the situation is. They would have waited the decisions of the court. So we know where we are. Whichever way the court takes the decision, all of us are good to go.
All right, it's important to note that we had the spokesperson for the Fubara camp scheduled for this interview. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. We don't know why yet, but we're going to keep seeking the opportunity to balance the stories and the conversation in Rivers State. Publicity Secretary, APC Caretaker Committee in Rivers, Chibuike Ikenga, thank you so much for talking to us on the program this evening.
Thank you, Femi, for having me.
That's our show, everyone. You can watch it again at midnight and at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I am Nifemi Oguntoye.
best comedian for 5 years. Adu show no sponsor.
Adult Nation presents Destoka Laughter Crusade 40 and Fearless. Lagos, are you ready for the best comedian in Nigeria? Destoka